Hi guys, how are you? I'm on here to do a quick tarot reading. I'm just gonna ask about your Valentine's Day. How's your Valentine's Day gonna go? Oh my god, the cards are flying. Ooh, they have lots to say. Okay. Oh my god, the devil card. Scary. Yeah, addiction, depression, mental health. No, your Valentine's is not gonna go well. There's secrecy, there's obsession, cheating, dependency, bondage. Maybe you have a bondage to materialism, bondage to sexuality. You're powerless over your addictions. Maybe you need to go to a 12-step program instead of celebrating Valentine's Day the normal way. Hopelessness, abuse, violence, assault. Like, it's gonna be a really devilish Valentine's Day. I'm sorry. Like, that's the first you saw me die for the card. Yeah, and then Four of Cups in reverse, because the problem is you have to let go of your past. You have to focus on the future. You have to be more mature. You need to grow up and you need to leave home, which means like start being more mature. You gotta give up these devilish ways. You gotta grow up. You have to get out of these sexual addictions, drug addictions, whatever it is that's keeping you in bondage, okay? If you want your Valentine's Day. Otherwise, it's just going to keep you stuck. I mean, okay. The next is Eight of Cups in reverse. So you have a fear of moving on. You're stagnant. You feel like it's just monotony. You're just kind of accepting your lot. You're like, this is how it is, how it's always going to be. I can't change. I'm powerless. Don't be in that energy for Valentine's Day, because you can be your own Valentine and you can grow and you can become mature. You can make things better in your life. The Fool, yeah, you have to take a leap of faith in a new direction. You have to reclaim your innocence and your freedom, okay? You need to, but don't be foolish about it, okay? But take a leap of faith in a new direction. Start a new beginning, okay? Be more spontaneous and be more original. Do something different. Don't be in the fucking rut that they have everybody in, thinking you have to do Valentine's Day a certain way. You can change it. You can do a whole new way and think of it in a different light. Sorry, I literally just dropped all my cards in this damn chair. Ah! Okay. So, let's get a couple more cards. I mean, Jesus, I just ruined your whole Valentine's Day. Yeah, so it seems like this is really bad. This is now Nine of Cups in reverse. So it seems like you have some shattered dreams, nightmares, you're unhappy, you're devastated. It's gonna be pretty miserable and you feel like you lack fulfillment. God, I don't know what is up with the cards. I've literally been pulling the worst cards today. And I'm actually not feeling this way, so I'm like, what is going on in the world? But I'm not really reading for myself right now. I'm just reading for whatever comes up. Yeah, I feel like maybe you might feel like you have lots of options, or I feel like the problem is a lot of people are procrastinating. They're in fantasy. They're having wishful thinking and illusions where they think they have all these options and they can just do whatever, treat women however they want. There's always another one around the corner, or men. And like, in reality, it's like you have to really choose. You can't just keep feeling like there's endless possibilities. I mean, there are endless possibilities, but sometimes you just have to make a choice. You have to make a commitment to something instead of just thinking, oh, well, I'll just, keep having these fantasy. I'll keep dreaming. I'll just keep seeing things for the way I want to see them instead of like how they really are. You know what I mean? This Valentine's Day is going to be whack. Yeah, there's going to be a Queen of Swords energy. I feel like you need to get honest and truthful with yourself. And I feel like you need to be honest and truthful with other people around you, okay? You need to be realistic and discerning. You need to be able to take constructive criticism, be witty, be fun, but understand that, you can't just run amok and throw everyone around like you have all these options and you got to get out of this devilish energy and start treating people with respect, or you're going to have a Queen of Swords and she's going to cut, or the other person you're dealing with I really feel like is just not going to put up with the illusions, the fantasy, over-sexualizing things. I think you might want to take a little bit more of a romantic approach. But it does say that you might get gifts and money and assistance and some support. So I think really what this is saying, these cards, is that you have to, if you get out of your devilish energy, which is like bondage, illusions, addictions, and like get into the more romantic and the more sentimental and the deeper meaning of Valentine's Day, then you will have a better outcome, okay? I think it's going to be hard. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of people who are stuck in devilish energy and they're not really in the true meaning of love and understanding what really love is. Love is unconditional. Love is not just sex and like candy and champagne. It's a lot more than that, right? Because if not, Two of Cups in reverse. I think there's going to be a lot of couples in disharmony. There's going to be a lot of disconnection, imbalance, inequality, incompatibility. There's a lot of unhappy couples. Is the last word. They're unhappy couples. You saw me shuffle these cards. Like, what can I do? It's the message. Like, unhappy couples. Why? Why are y'all staying so unhappy and stuck? Y'all need new ideas, new plans. Okay, listen, use your intellectual ability to come up with some really good plans. Try to have a breakthrough. Think clearly. Don't allow the devilish energy. Like, you have to choose one way or the other. Don't allow the devilish energy to keep you in an get into that unhappy couple energy. Okay? Find the mental strength. Okay? Rejoin the world and come out of your isolation. Find the mental strength to bring some energy into your relationship or your situationship or whatever it is you're in. Oh my God. Emperor in reverse. Don't be stubborn. Don't feel like you have to be controlling. Do not be an absentee father. Deal with your father issues so that you can be a good Valentine for someone. Everybody has to deal with their daddy issues tomorrow in order to have a good Valentine's Day, okay? That's what the cards say. And you cannot have a lack of enthusiasm. You got to be enthusiastic. You cannot be sad. What is that flying around my room? Get out of your ego. Stop being conceited. Do not be oppressive. Hopefully there will not be any miscarriages or stillborns tomorrow. I don't know. That's the card. But the Sun in reverse. Oh my God, Lord. It's going to be a terrible Valentine's Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I can't. All the cards are coming out. I'm scared to look. Yes, you need to commit and collaborate. Be determined, okay? Try to use teamwork. This is Three of Pentacles. Okay, I think if you collaborate and maybe work with other people and try to, like, get your head straight. Like, I'm telling you, you got to be more in the romantic aspect. You can't let your devilish side take over. I think if you put the work in and you're determined to make it special, but if you are in addictive behaviors and you overdrink, overindulge, over anything, over sexualize it, I don't think it's gonna go well for you. Or if you just like ignore your partner and don't put the work in. Because you need to be very treated as like a celebratory day. Don't just ignore it. Make a big celebration of it for the other person, because I feel like if you don't do that, it's gonna be a lot of unhappy couples. And I feel like some couples are really gonna try to like fake it and pretend like they really want to do the Valentine thing when they really are so unhappy, but they're just faking it to like make it look like they're really doing it when they're not, or like they're really enjoying it when really they're just like, ugh, I hate this holiday. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ooh, I think there's going to be some confessions coming out. Ooh. It says confessing, coming clean, turning over a new leaf, conscious kicking in. Ooh, yeah. And because this is Seven of Swords in reverse, which is like terrible cards for Valentine's Day. The Devil, Seven of Cards in reverse. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's some like secrets that are going to come out, like, because confessions, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a really difficult Valentine's Day. I think it could go either way. Like the couples that are really strong and the ones that really make the effort, it will probably go well. But the ones who are not as strong, they don't have a strong foundation and they're on the rocks, or their relationships are rocky or difficult, it's going to be dicey. Yeah, I think there's going to be like still, see, Two of Swords. I just think it's going to be like maybe there could be some difficult decisions. It could be some stress. It could be stressful. You might have to face some certain fears, okay? You could be torn between two relationships, and that could actually come out in your Valentine situation, okay? You might have your loyalty divided, or you might be with someone on Valentine's Day, but your mind is on someone completely different than who you're with, because that's kind of like Two of Swords. Oh my good Lord Jesus. Nine of Swords. Look at that. Backstabbing. Okay. Backstabbing, betrayal, enemies, bitching, bad-mouthing, bitterness, doormat, failure, ruin, collapse. Someone could have a breakdown. Some of y'all are just too exhausted. You're like, I'm too exhausted. Or Valentine's Day is exhausting. Or this Valentine's Day is exhausting. Or you could have an inability to cope. You might feel cursed, or you might even feel like you hit rock bottom on Valentine's Day. Oh my good Lord Jesus. Thank God I'm single and I don't have to celebrate this day. And I was just joking around coming on here doing this, and I'm like, now I'm like, what is going on for Valentine's? Oh, Lord. Okay, this is kind of good. If you are a mature and grounded male, you're a successful, wealthy businessman, you're bettering yourself, maybe you're being a good provider and you buy a nice, sound gift, that would be helpful, okay? because I got the King of Pentacles. So, you know, make sure that you're proving to be, you know, a generous King of Pentacles. And yeah, make sure that you're not like out of town or like not coming home or like staying at work late. I wouldn't do that. Because this mature female is going to get, she's going to just be focused on her money and not focused on you if you do that. If you're not giving her your all, I really think it's, guys, y'all got to step up. Seriously. And girls, y'all have to, like, don't, because it's like, okay, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles came up, so I feel like that just means like people feel like, oh, I don't need the other person, I have my own money, I have my own whatever, I don't need this love thing. Don't be in that attitude. Be in the attitude of like, oh, I want to go to another person, I want to make this special. Okay, because if you don't like make it special and you don't, you're gonna be in the Four of Cups energy, okay? Regret and refusing offers. You don't want to have a missed opportunity, okay? Try not to focus on the negative and be focused on just thinking of yourself. Think of the other person for Valentine's Day this year and try not to be bored, okay? And have regret. Make it special. But I really do think it is going to be a tough, difficult Valentine's Day unless you have a really strong relationship and you're willing to put a lot of work to make it very special. If you don't, and you do not, whatever you do, focus too much on the sexual part of it, or like drinking too much or anything addictive, over gambling, don't overspend, don't overdo anything. Make it a balanced, special, but like the right kind of special. Put your thought into it, okay? Because see, before the sun came out reversed, but then when I just told you the speech about balancing everything, it says if you do that, it can be positive and fun and successful and optimistic. Oh, you could even possibly cause a pregnancy. You can have good luck, happiness, and truth. But you have to be open and honest, and you have to like stay out of the devilish energy, which is like being codependent on that person or like expecting too much or not expecting enough or not giving enough. Make sure you balance it and make it the right kind of special if you want to have a great Valentine's Day. You got to keep the sun card upright, not in the reverse. All right. Happy VD. I love y'all.